Hello folks, and welcome to another Richard Head Longbows video, the channel that helps you make bows and arrows and occasionally looks at interesting things, and that's what we're doing today. Antiques and ancient artifacts. These are some of the words that have been used to describe Richard.
Oh no.
But that's not what we're talking about today.
Who cares?
We're actually talking about what's in this box.
Yes.
Which is quite unusual.
It is a bow box, which we haven't seen before. There can't be many of them around.
No, not in this style anyway. We've seen the Ascams, which I believe we've done in other videos, which are more sort of in a building.
You've got everything, yeah.
Sort of like a cupboard.
All your tackle in it.
Yeah. Whereas this is specifically a box just for bows, as you can hopefully see.
Yeah, we spotted it did have a label on it, a label there, which either had the manufacturer's name or possibly the name of the owner, more likely. But it's a pretty big thing to carry around, even in a car now.
Yeah.
And they'd have used
a servant.
That's the things. I don't know why we haven't got one. We want a servant. When I lived in Africa, I had 2 servants, but not anymore.
Let's not tell them about that.
No, better keep quiet. Right. Okay.
What have we got in here then,
Right.
Dad?
Well, it's some longbows, and we've been asked to refurbish them. So the first one out looks like a junior or lady's bow. We can
What
see
have we got on there?
Can you sit upside down?
FH Airs.
Ah, it's an Airs.
It is an Airs.
Okay, 14-pound draw weight. So pretty light.
I just said that was a kiddie's one.
Yeah, I think so. It's got a bottom knock, but it seems to have lost its top knock. Luckily, we've got a box of knocks from the factory belonging to Airs, and someone got hold of all these when Airs factory closed, so we've got a lot of knocks from the Victorian Edwardian period and some very small ones which would fit this nicely, so we'll be able to use those.
Yeah.
What else have we got? That's a nice bow by Muir of Edinburgh, and that's got knot at the top and one at the bottom, obviously cow horn by the looks of it. It's got a nice handle still, so I don't think we've got much to do with that. Whoever shot it was terrible. Terrible archer. I mean, where the arrows marked the side of the bow, it's over, what's that, 3 centimetres I should think length.
Yeah, it's quite high.
Awful.
Do you think it's a Degame?
Yeah, it could be lance wood they used.
It seems to be a self, doesn't it?
It is, yeah.
It doesn't look like it's backed, which is quite unusual.
Yeah, nice bow.
Yeah, interesting.
So not much to do with that one,
no,
luckily.
it's a nice bow. What else have we got?
That's another one, which is some odd strings and bits and pieces in there. That looks like a popinjay bow. It's got this concave back to it, which was common in the bows, popinjay bows, mainly made in Belgium, actually. That's got no knocks at all.
No, no name or anything on that one.
I don't know, I don't see anything.
No, it doesn't appear to be. That's a most unusual shape, isn't it?
Within the box was a broken piece of bow. Actually, that's the top limb, because it was spliced by the looks of it. That's all come apart and broken. But we can remove the knock. Just put that in some boiling water, the glue will soften it and take that off, and we can put that on a bow that's got the missing knock.
Yeah, they're very distinctive, these knocks.
Yeah,
you've got this sort of flat face.
Yes, that's
sort of facing forward.
Very early Victorian, very early 1800s, that particular style.
And we've done a few restorations over the years where we've had to copy these sorts of knocks. They're not easy to do.
No, a lot of work.
Because of this angle that you've got here, you have to get a good shaped piece of horn to be able to achieve that. And what often happens is you end up with a hole here where you drill through to actually put it onto the bow. So yeah, they aren't easy to do that. They're quite an acute angle, going straight from the bow and then out. at that angle, but
Yeah.
they're very distinctive.
Yeah, so that needs to go on a very early bow really to be in.
To be in keeping,
with
yes, yeah.
What else is in here? What's that? That's got a top knock, but no bottom knock. So that will have to be replaced.
And that is a self-U, that one, isn't it?
It looks like it is. And it was made with, when they spliced it together, they put a little bit of, each limb was set forward a little bit. So that's what I do when I make them, but that seems quite extreme.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Has that one got a name?
And that's Aldred.
That's Aldred, is it? Oh, yeah. Oxford, London. 20 something Oxford.
Oxford Street, is it?
Presumably. Yes, a bit missing on it, but there we are.
Okay, so that's one we can put a new knock on the bottom. Again, nice bow. No arrow plate in any of these.
No, that's true. No.
And the grain, quite wide grain, actually.
Yeah, it's not the best piece of wood in the world.
Could be English.
Yeah. Yes, not tight at all, is it? There is some difference between the bottom and the top limb, whether they were from the same billets or not.
Yeah. Here's another one, Fergie. What does that say? Something Muir. Late Muir.
Oh yeah.
Edinburgh. Whoops, it's closed itself
It
up.
has. There's a ghost in it.
Again, no knocks at all on that. And that looks like it's a self bow from Lemonwood or Lancewood. Fairly tall bow, that one. Again, handles perfectly okay.
Yes, very common theme with these sorts of bows, isn't it? They often tend to be on the short side.
Yeah. £42 draw weight.
They don't tend to be very long.
No.
They're often.
They were shorter in those days, weren't they?
I don't know.
Oh, weren't
You
you
were there. I wasn't.
I can guarantee they're short. It's like when you go on board the old sailing ships, you've got to duck your head down. And going through doors in medieval buildings. See, people were dwarfs in those days.
Dwarfs. Well, I don't think you're allowed to say that either.
They were short people. They weren't dwarfs, they were just...
Well, the slaves you had in Africa, they dwarves as
no,
well,
they
were they?
weren't. They were proper sized people. We wouldn't employ short people.
Oh, gosh.
Not allowed to say
None
that.
of this is usable now.
No, we've got to scrap the lot. Hello everyone, it's me. I've got some apologies to make. First of all, apparently only had one servant in Africa, not two. In the Middle Ages, not everyone was short. And I'm sure someone will tell me that sailing ships, the distance between the decks were low to save on timber, not to make the life happy for the sailors. But more importantly, I also said that we got a load of antique knocks from Ayres factory when they closed down. In fact, it was Pearl's factory, and we got a big box of them, antique knocks. We had dozens of pairs of them. I think Pearl also made knocks for other bowyers, so I might not have been 100% wrong, but they came from the factory of Pearl. Hope that makes everyone happy. Anyway, what have we got here? No name at all on that awful handle, but it's broken.
Oh yes, it's broken. I hadn't noticed.
I shan't be doing anything with that
Yeah,
one.
that's definitely a
But
short bow, that one.
We'll be stealing the knock off the bottom end.
Oh yeah. Handy bottom.
Yeah, again, cow horn by the looks of it. But no maker's name on that one. Been used. Oh yes, there is.
Oh, is there something
Or
there?
is there? No, there's a draw weight.
There's certainly a number or two.
46.
Can't see any. No. Can't see any names. But yeah, that one's had some use, that
Well,
one.
look, it's got a groove where the arrows
Yeah.
pass.
That's had a lot of use.
Yeah.
Someone got their money's worth before that one broke, by the looks of it. Anything else?
Bit of wood. Down the
Bit of
bottom.
wood. Oh, that might be the other half of the bow.
No.
Oh, it's a bit of handle.
Yes. So what they used to do in order to build the handle up to make it more comfortable, which a lot of people don't bother to do these days, is put a little piece of. Let's have a look. That one will do. So on the back of the bow, to make that sort of nice rounded shape, he glued on a piece of wood onto the bow, and then put the handle covering over it, and it shaped the handle a bit nicer, so it holds more comfortable to hold. In fact, you can see the piece of wood under.
Oh, that one is
under
there,
there,
isn't it?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then they put some binding around just to hold it all in place.
Yes, if you do this, make sure it stays in place, because otherwise it can make lots of funny noises,
It does a
and
click.
people think their bow is breaking.
Yeah, and it clicks when the
It
glue
makes funny noises. So
the glue lifts up.
if you're going to use that method, tie it down well. Is my advice.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Well, interesting
so
to see the
it's
box,
closed
the
up again.
ghost box.
The ghost box.
Yeah, amazing. It's not quite Tutankhamun's sarcophagus, but interesting nonetheless. So there you are. So that's some
Okay.
bows we've got to refurbish.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite a bit of work for us there.
Give us something to do.
If we didn't have access to some original knocks, we'd be spending a lot of time recreating these
Making
knocks,
them,
which
yeah,
is doable, but extremely time consuming and therefore pretty expensive thing to do. But at least it'll make them nice again. That's one good thing for it anyway. There we are.
Okay.
Right, there you are, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. If
Yep.
you did, please do like and subscribe and comment underneath, because it really helps the channel. If you'd like to see more of these videos, I'll put one on the screen now, because we're always looking at old things, aren't we?
Certainly are. If I get the chance.
Where's that slave? Can you come and take these away?
But the slave.
You said slave?
He paid the money.
Oh, what's that then?
Sir, that's a servant.
Oh,
It was
servant.
servant. You
A
didn't say
servant.
anything about slaves.
Oh, yeah, that's not slaves.
No,
that's
gave them
very
money,
different.
gave them places to live.
Yeah.
That's good.
Can I
Those
leave
days.
now? No. Right, okay. Jolly good.